I am not a financial advisor. These videos are all meant for educational purposes only. All Complete Trader Academy videos are my personal opinion and perspective. Trading carries a high level of risk, and all results are your own responsibility. Please always demo first.
Hey everybody, welcome back to CTA Review. Today is March 10th, Monday, 2025. Hope you had a good day, man. I don't know if I could do this. I was trying to make this video to see if I can do it. I'm gonna have to talk really slow because I got major bronchitis, dude. I've been phlegm. I've been stuck with it like all day, every day, like even in the middle of the night, dude. And it just, as much as I get rid of it, it's still there. But even the stuff that I know how to, what to use is not working, dude. So I was one step away from like pneumonia, and like that shit'll kill me probably. But anyways, I'm gonna try to talk real slow and smooth. So please be patient with me. If you want to put it on speed 1.5 or something, then feel free. But I gotta catch my breath. I wasn't gonna make the video, but I was like, you know what, I want to get back to doing it, but market just keeps dropping, so it's not really much to say. It is following the 5-year historical data at the moment, but because it's March 10th, by now we should have already now bounced up. Now we might get there now. This might be a bounce coming here. If it's not, then I did extend the gaps. I did add another 10 weeks. So I had 22 weeks to show of gaps on the chart. And then now I added it to 32 weeks, which is pretty much, it started to print these here and then these here, right? So coming this low right now, I don't know. Again, if you're watching my videos, and I talked about, what is this? Hold on one second. When I was talking about, so I added this. I did this while I was playing around, but this is obviously fake right here. What was I gonna say? I'm sorry. Let me move this over. So basically, I came over here. I told you guys about going to study January 10th and 12th, like time, like from 2022. See all this movement. There's a copying tool where the bar tool. Where is it? Right here. See this? So it's a little bar tool right here. Bars pattern, it's called. And I just copied it from here down to the low to see what it looked like, kind of. And it, and we're getting that first break, right? That first drop. But the thing is, let me just think for a second, please. See, like if you look at 22, that's a higher low here. We made a higher high and we break. You see a lower low, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, comes up and squeezes that, and then still makes a leg down. So if like in a bearish scenario, and this took all of 2022, right? So are we headed for that? Well, this looks like an exchange of hands, right? Where they make it confusing and then they drop. I'm squeezing it like this on purpose, bro. So you don't need to see candles. But that little drop here, and it's moving fast. So that gives me two things. Either it's really going to be bearish, or it's just moving down fast and then structure down slowly and then we'll pop back up. But you see this higher low, that's kind of like a break. Okay, cool. But right here, where do you see your break here? So I don't really see one unless you're using this low, because this low, how do I put this? This low makes this high, right? But then this high makes this low, and then this low makes this high. So that's why I was saying when we hit this low, we broke structure. And I was talking about, if you've been watching the videos, I've been talking about Dow. I was saying, like, see now that made sense for another lower low, and I was coming to come down. Because when we made this low and made this high, we came and we broke that, right? But it had to make a new high for it to be a speaker and still be bullish. But we had a failed high. So, you don't know if it's bearish at this point, but you do have an idea. that it could be a lower high and it's failed and it's wicking. Look at the exhaustion. But now you got a confirmation that now you made another lower low, right? So in general speaking, that's to me, and this has now actually just happened today, that's confirming a bearish market, right? I mean, if you look at all the other, big companies, like they're all coming down, which is, it's not the end of the world or anything, but, and you had all these big time players, cashing out, billions of dollars from, November to now. But anyways, I don't want to keep rambling, but I just want to update and talk. But, so what am I trying to say? So let me go back. Yeah, look at, excuse me. Look at ES, for example. Like I drew this leg. Remember this? I drew this leg from here to here, right? And then, so that goes from that higher low to this higher high. And look, and we've been bouncing around that area. That 6,100. If you've been watching my videos, I've been saying this a long time ago. So we were bumping there, and then now we break down. See, that's not a coincidence. So even if you look at, I was just showing you Nas, right? So here, same story, right? Like higher high, higher low, higher high, break. So for here, we get that. It's clean with S&P. So it's like higher high, higher low, higher high. It's a break, and it still squeezes up higher, but then it breaks again right here, right? So to me, I'm looking for the finish of this fall to then pop back up for a lower high, and then we can start creating this bizarre structure here for lower lows and lower highs, and still taking out liquidity and all that, but coming up, sealing gaps here. Do they want to? Okay, so what I was doing over here was, what I did is, let me see, squeeze it up. So I copied this here, right? Copied this. And then I just pasted it like over here, and sure enough, it's panning out. So let me move it over back, and you could see. Let me squeeze. So you see this here, like, so it's kind of like, this is back from 22. Obviously, we push up, we come down, we put lower low, lower high, lower low, pop back up, kind of speaker in there. Right, and as you can see, let me move it over. And this is from the fall, right? This is where it broke here, and then it kind of like popped up, which in this case, you'd see it. We broke here, and then we make this swing high. See that little swing high? Come down, another swing high. Come down, right? So this is what I'm here. Just swing high, coming down, and we're now here. So it's like now... Excuse me. I want to see it, kind of retrace back up. And from this present week's gap today, we have no price action in there. There's literally no price action inside our present gap. So now listen, I know I didn't want to have all these on there, so it is what it is. So just don't marry these gray areas. This is not saying necessarily you don't need them. It's you're getting structure. How I looked at this structure when I was putting in the community tab for the pictures. I hope I'm going to be done fast here. The last gap was here. So this was last week. And I'll just start from here. Just keeping it fucking simple. So that's the lower low, and that's the lower high. Now, I thought we could have popped up for another leg up, and we didn't do that. It was so weak they didn't even break that high. So we'll just say this. And then lower low, and then another lower low, and then that's a lower high. Okay, shallow. And then now we're here. See, that structure is there. All right. But that this leg from there to there, lower low. So lower high, you expect now, and now they're doing it in the power hour. end of the fucking day. Of course, they're not saying we can't come down here to these gaps, but now if you were trading at 9:30, generally speaking, I would like to trade. I haven't even. This is my first time opening up the charts, by the way. I have not opened up the charts since I was sick. I looked on my phone while I'm in bed and shit, but this is my first time actually opening up the computer. So what was I gonna say? So normally 9:30 in a normal market, I would have been attacking this gap with, but they dangled that all on purpose. Everything they're doing right now is 1000% manipulated. So obviously coming up to here and into here, and to be honest with you, I'd love to come up and back into the gap. Now we have man, I'm already tired. Please don't tell me I had 10 minutes. Oh, that's good. What was I gonna say? So we have news this week. All right, and this CPI right here, Wednesday, I'm looking at it like right now they're just accumulating both sides. The manipulation is going to start kicking in, which is, CPI. And then the distribution will be probably happening somewhere in the later part of the week. So I would, it's so uncertain, and it's, but dropping like this, bro, is just like, it's so distasteful that you don't really want to be a part of the market. But looking to the left here, you can see we came right into the push out level. All right, with this candle right here, this September 12th, Thursday, the 11th, I'm sorry, September 11th, Wednesday, when we pushed up like that, they're coming to balance that out, right? So right now, for me, it's like they did a great job to the bottom side. Now, I'd like to see some type of retracement back up, as everybody would, but there is a lot of liquidity here, and there's a lot of players in this. So, it's like they got to wake up and try to go wipe some of them out. Now they're getting stronger here. But that gap with no price action, I know we're coming back to this. So, real quick, projections here. I did some different projections just to play around and see what it looks like. And you see this little energetic run from here. You see this whole push up, and then we break through. So even if it was like a 1 minute chart, I'm just treating it like that. But see, the 101.5 is here, right? And I'm not saying it's gonna come there, but it does make sense. On the weekly, we had that. Remember, we had that August 5th drop, if you recall that big stupid wick. I remember that. And then look, these don't even have bodies. I'm sorry, they don't have wicks on these bodies. So I would like to come and take out that liquidity, hit these gaps, stretch a little bit, and then come back. I'd like for them to just do that right now. Like just get that shit over with right now, and then get down here, like use the news tomorrow or CPI, just get down there and then fucking come back up, right? And then that would be the low of the year. And assuming that we're not in a really bearish economy where we're getting structured like what we just talked about, fucking, up here, that would be a different call. But in general, I'm looking for this bounce right now. Like, see this bounce back up. Even though it's still bearish, I'm still looking for, this is kind of like the mode I'm in right there, right? Even if I trade, I'm not interested in trading, to be honest with you, really not. But it's very difficult right now, to be honest. What was I gonna say? So, well, I'm sorry, I was talking about the projection thing here. So this is a nice area that I like. To be honest, I like where we are now. You've already done this, and if you look at this leg from there to there, that's a nice higher low, right? It is sitting in the center of that gaps and those gaps. So eyeballing it right now, as it's sitting in the center, that's a nice place for price to kind of stop as well. I ain't gonna lie, because they use between gaps, they'll use that center as 50% on like the grid of the algorithm, right? So they'll reference that, which is where we are literally right now. Anyways, this oversold is really manipulated. But look, the daily, I was talking about that daily. I don't know if I said this in the last video, but now we're really in the oversold of the daily. Like, I haven't seen an oversold on the daily in a while. And look at the weekly. The weekly is trying to reach. So maybe we could just get that over with too. But that's really suspect here. I'm pointing at it right now. All right. So there that is. And then I was gonna say something. So I like the projections. Again, if we're talking about really coming down, then past a 101.5, and it breaks that into a bearish economy, we'll see how that works out. But right now, that's a little too far for me right now. What else was I gonna say here? Sorry. And also the previous week's low, which which was Friday. That's there. We blew through it today. So the if you look at the weekly candle, it's like already stretched out. Like you've already got the range of a normal weekly candle already printed. Yeah, I think it should come down a little bit more still though. Like obviously, and we can reference these gaps here, but and then take that liquidity, right? But and then remember these equal lows from the August 5th and the and April, and it's like, dude, you know, I think NQ is just a little late to the party. But if you look at S&P, like we're getting that big leg down right there, right? But what was I gonna say? Yeah, I mean, again, you did this bar copy. I'm gonna say that we were like right here for here to here, for example. Just gonna move that over. Oh, what did it? I don't think it did it right. Hold on one second. Yeah, this is how I make long videos, dude. I'm not trying to make a long video right now. I'm just gonna button it up right. Like right there. So that would be kind of cool. Let me just move this over. See, we're kind of like we kind of like already made the break and we came low. Now I want to see a push back up for a lower high and kind of come right back to that resistance. Well, I mean support where it was now turn resistance, right? But breakout traders are kind of getting involved here and squeeze them out, and you get what I'm saying. But you can't tell me that it doesn't look exactly the same. You ain't gonna tell me it don't, because it does. But anyways, coming right back into the breakout level here, right? Look at the macro level, breakout levels here. We come and we kind of get right back into squeezing this out, however long this fucking takes. But that makes I mean, it's just perfect world talk. Doesn't mean it's gonna happen, but as you can see, kind of like these highs here from 22, 21, and then we bust right through here. You see that? And then we kind of make our way down, getting these guys here, and just basic fucking. I don't think it's going to be that easy, that's for sure. But I was going to say something else here. And then dollar, take a look, finally came all the way down. So very mixed market. And while we're coming down, dollar's coming down. It's a big sign of, with the tariffs, and now they're talking about some overseas drama. Japanese yield flying. Like, I think the market's values that's why they all got out early. And we're in a bearish world. So, but they finally came down with dollar. And Dow finally made another lower low. Look at the head and shoulder, bro. Oh my god. Look at that neckline right there. I think so again, I expect us to bounce back up, even if we're bearish, like for a lower high, but do we just come down a little bit more first and then, come back up? So we're kind of like in that mode. I know I'm overkilling it now. So but no shit. Didn't mean to do that. But that was pretty nice though. I ain't gonna lie, buddy. Stop it. That's that leg from here to here. And then if you turn around and, you know, well, I already drew it. Never mind. Got a fucking bar copy there. But so yeah, I feel like I'm missing something. Oh, it was with this. So I also was measuring like this here. So I was measuring this energetic leg here to see what it looks like. Because from this higher low, it kind of makes that high. And then we're blowing through the 2 to 2.5. Does the body stay here and turn around? Or does it match with the 3.5 to 4? And if you take a look over here, that's kind of pointing around to this area. Again, dip in a little bit, take out that liquidity, that low. I would like to see that and then pop back up. If not, then it's going to pop back up. Is it either going to buy above from this low or is it going to buy from below this low? I mean, we don't know. But from a daily intraday perspective, if I was to go to a 15-minute, no, fix that. Yeah. All right. So real quick, you can see those first imbalances, kind of helping price to either come up or come down, or stay below it or whatever. As you can see, so where have I been gone since? I've been gone since Wednesday, right? Yeah, the 4th was the last video. Just real quick as I do this. Didn't break that high, so it's a lower high. This lower high from there, and then from there it's just like lower low, lower high, 9:30. Okay, before I go, let me go back to Wednesday. You get your dump and your pump. Pump was deep, right? Coming back to the gaps. And then just keep in mind where these green areas are. And then now Thursday, we came down. We don't take out that low. They build it. They push up. So a little bit of a dump, big pump, but it's more of a continuing dump. It's a bearish day. Breaks that liquidity, right? See that 3 right there? It's a rising wedge. See that type of thing? Breaks down. And then that's Thursday's imbalance, first imbalance, the little green right there. And you can see on Friday, we came up. We used NFP real weak. NFP weak NFP fake came right to that gap, that first imbalance twice, like multiple times, right there. And then when 9:30 popped up, just squeezed that wick right here, rushed down for getting more to the liquidity to the left of the chart, which is I don't have to even go over. And then so fake move up and then so dump and then another pump. Coming right back to that first imbalance on Thursday. Doesn't break it, can't get above it. Doesn't use it as support. This is confirming more resistance, more selling. And then we obviously gap down today. Very bogus. I mean, no opportunity to get in the trade. And still have price action open. Look how they just rejected her. I mean, dude, this is dirty as it can fucking be. So again, 5-year data shows that we should already be buying up, and we are not. So if it's delayed, fine. Everything I just mentioned is still in motion. So I hope all that made sense. But 9:30, just sell, buy, sell. So that was pretty much it was a Friday. It was buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, right? Or in this case, fake move first, 1, and then so it's 2 down, and then 3 up. Here in this case today, 30 down 1, retrace back 2, push down 3. We just made a push 4 up, and then this is most likely, if it doesn't pop up right now, then 5 is pushing down. I think I am beating a dead horse. But as you see, Friday's first imbalance here, when we you can see that we had that imbalance right there and that gap. So there's these gaps right here. There's the gray one, the big one. There's another gap right there that's in the middle. There's another one in the middle. All right. There's actually another little miniature one there, but I ain't even gonna go through that. Point is, we came underneath, and as you can see, if I drag this out, you can see that first imbalance from Friday. You can see it's being held right there. So you got the flow already. I mean, and in this case, could they have just jumped up first? Opening really wide, still for the opening range, not even sealed. We have partials there, not. Anyways, again, I would like for it to start coming up for a retracement back to this up area. But do we come down first? I don't know. Just talking here. Hopefully all this makes sense. And then what was I gonna say? Look at the 4 hour oversold. Jesus, it's like, bruh. Shit's ugly. So and then Nvidia, as you can see, I'm gonna delete this because that projection, it's the overweight. You see, it broke, cracked right through it. Shows me that so we're kind of like in this still. See this whole scenario here? So that's happening like right here, right? You get the big retrace back up after falling down, which is here, right? Fall down, retrace back up, fall down again. But this is making another lower low versus this. So real dirty. Let's see, are there any gaps? I'm just looking on the daily. Oh no, man. Bro, I mean, to be honest with you, it's a big value. A lot of value has dropped. I don't know. I think this is. I think this is what they want to get, and if they don't, it's like done here, and to retrace back up, we'll see. I feel like I'm missing something, man. Oh, what's it called? Bro, I have to be done, dude. What am I doing? Keep talking like this. You're like, bro, I'm not Netflix and chilling here. Yeah, well. Yeah, I can't really. Also writing on the wall here. Lower high. And doing the divergence there. Yeah, man. Nas was telling on everybody, which I did I mention that? I'm pretty sure I mentioned this, but failed high. And yeah, it's gonna be a while, bro. It's going to be a while. So yeah, I have already discussed everything, right? Talked about all this. What's the ideas here? And you guys take care. God bless.